Hey everyone, welcome to Deanna Creates. So in today's video, we are going to be working in our little composition art journal that we created. So let's just get started. So you guys, I wanted to come on here and share with you an art journal page because I told you in the last video that we were going to do that. And so first off, I thought I would share with you just a couple of pages that I've already done, just playing around in the journal. And so here's the first one I did. This for this page, I just used some scrapbook paper, and this is a piece of decoupage paper. This is an older paper that was created from Victoria, from Old to Ooh La La. And you guys know how much I love my little birdies, and so I just loved how this one is. And I used a doily. I used some rickrack. I put a little word on here with some washi tape and put some color on the background, and that's really all I did. And it was really, really fun to create that. And then the second page is another one, and this is a napkin. It's just a napkin that I had laying here on my desk, and I love this napkin. I love the colors in it. And so I started with that, and then it just kind of evolved from there. So I'll show you part of that process because this page is going to be kind of a companion page to it. We're going to use that napkin again. So let's just get into it. So the first thing that you always want to do before you start working on your page is you want to prep your page. You want to either use gesso, and you can use the clear gesso or the white gesso. I just use the clear, but like if you want to cover up the lines, then you might want to use the white. Or you can just use your matte medium, your decoupage gel, whatever you can. You just want to give it a surface so that your paints can move around and kind of so everything just like works, you know, it moves around for you. So I've already done that, and so the first thing that we are going to do is put our color down. Now, when I'm working in an art journal, especially like one like this, because sometimes this kind of journal is really easy to take with you, I like to use some kind of either watercolor or one of my favorite things to use are these Neocolor crayons. These are water soluble crayons, and I really, really love using these. Or the Tim Holtz Distress crayons. I really, really love using these too. They're real easy, they're real portable, like I said, so if you're traveling or you just want to have a little go bag with your art supplies in there, these are good things to have. So that's what we're going to start with to give it some color today. And so if you've never used these crayons, they are really fun. And I think the reason I love them so much is because I loved to color when I was a little girl. And I think that's part of why I really enjoy them. Plus, they're just a really easy medium to use. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start out just giving our page, like I said, some color. So all you do is you just take it just like a regular crayon, and I just kind of scribble. I'm not being intentional. I'm just scribbling because this is going to activate when we add some water to it. And so this is just another color blue that I'm using here. Let's see what other colors I think we want to use one of these. There's some blues in here. And so these are kind of like wax pastels is really kind of what they are. But you can see just how easy it is, like I said, to give it just a little bit of color onto your page. And so then all we do is we take our brush in some water, and you just start going over your page like this. And it's like magic. Like all of the lines that we created, those go away, and the color just starts to blend. They are so fun, you guys, to use. So if you haven't used them, go check them out. In the distress crayons, there are so many sets of them. I only have this one set, and it was one of the, I think one of the original ones, but I might have to add this year, although I'm trying to be using some of my supplies because I haven't been using like these. You guys have never seen me use these before. And so we're just creating this beautiful color on our page. And there's no, you could put any colors you wanted to on here. There's no real method to my madness for this. And you can blot some of that off, which we might do if it gets like too dark. And it's getting a little darker than what I wanted it to. We can just add more water too, that'll help. But they're just, like I said, it's just really easy to get color down with this. And so that's what that gel medium or the gesso, that's what it helps it to do. If you did this without that on there, just like kind of what we've talked about in other videos before, the color will not move, just kind of like what we did when we did our gelatos. And so you can just take this and then you can just pat it and begin to pull some of that color back if it's too dark. And then it too leaves a fun texture from our paper towel. Okay, and so that is kind of where we are with the color right now. We will come back and we will add some, and I'm gonna dry it really, really quickly. And because it's paper, it dries very, very fast. And now I'm gonna add a little bit of green to this. And so I'm gonna do the exact same thing, just in places, just to give this little green color that we've got going on throughout our page here. So I'd love for you guys to tell me in the comments if you have used any of these types of crayons before, or any other like wax pastels or anything like that. I would love for you guys to tell me. Like I said, it's really a fun medium. And they really allow you to use your art journal like wherever you are. You know, you don't have to worry about having any paint or anything like that. Okay, so that is looking really good. I really like how that is turning out. And so then the next thing that we're gonna do is we're just gonna take our napkin. And so you can see this was just a piece of a napkin that I had already used multiple times. And it was just laying here, and I thought, you know, that would be really, really pretty on here. And so I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna use like this. And when I did the other side of the page, I didn't do anything, you know, I wasn't trying to really have any idea. I just like laid it down. And so I think that's what we're gonna do here. Kind of like it going this way. And to make it like even easier, what I did was I just kind of laid it where I wanted it, and then I just took my water and I used the water method just to like go around like wherever I wanted it. And I just did that right on the page. And you can use as much of it, as little of it as you want. It totally does not matter, because we're just playing. And that is the beauty of an art journal, is you're just playing, you're experimenting with supplies, you're releasing any stress that you have, any of your, pent up emotion, anything like that. It's just a great, great way to just take some time and just play and learn and discover how your supplies work, or discover, great place where you can practice. And there's so many great things about an art journal. Okay, and I'm gonna dry this one more time real quick, and then I'll lift it up so that we can decoupage it down. So now we're just gonna take our matte medium again. Now I just kind of pour it on the page. And like I said, you could use whatever you have. You can use Mod Podge, you can use matte gel medium, you can use like satin top coat, whatever it is that you like to use. You can use that to put your stuff down here. And so what happens when you are using a napkin, especially like this, is as you start to decoupage over it, it gives it almost a really torn look, but it blends like right into the page, which is one thing that I love about using napkins. And so then as you work with it, and so I just kind of lightly go over it with my brush, because sometimes it will tear it. But again, I'm in my art journal, so I don't care about that. Let me get a little bit more of this on my brush. See how that did that right there? But that is okay. And you guys, look at what a beautiful page that we already have. And like, if you don't like it, you can just like pull that piece off. It's totally fine. But isn't that pretty? I just think it looks so, so pretty. All right, so then the next thing that we're gonna do is, I gotta dry it one more time, you guys. Normally I just let this sit, but I don't wanna do that and make you guys sit here and watch paint dry. All right, so what do you guys think so far? All right, so then the next thing that we're gonna do is I want to put some of my scripts stamped down. I usually do that before, but it doesn't matter when, as long as you get it the way that you want it. And so this is just a script stamp. I picked this up at Hobby Lobby, and I really, really like it. I love script, you guys know that. And it always just really gives a little bit of texture and dimension to your background. You know, it draws your eye because you just can see hints of it in there. And I really, really like that. And so just pressing it down. No rhyme or reason to it really anywhere at all. Just making it visible here and there. And I don't mind if it's on my napkin. Again, just giving it a little bit of dimension on there. Swipe it off real quick. And so you can see how if you're doing a double layout like this, how the pages are different, the color's different, but it still is similar. So it goes together. Now you don't have to do that in your art journal. You don't have to, you know, make them similar. That's the fun of an art journal. I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys and show that to you. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put this butterfly down. And this is a butterfly from an IOD stamp set. I can't remember which one it is right now. But we are going to put this butterfly down. And then we are going to add some things to him. And there's some words on here, and I don't really want the words. So I'm just going to put this. Try not to get the ink on that. It probably looks more like a moth than a butterfly. All right, so I am just gonna put him about right here. And so I'm trying to tie in this other butterfly here, again, on my page. And I'm not going for perfection. And that is perfect. That's perfect. And so now what I want to do with this is I want to kind of come into this butterfly and give him a little bit of some of these colors that we've used and kind of draw those out a little bit more. And so I'm just going to use my little crayon again, and I'm just going to start to come in here and just give him some color. Because it's really, we're just trying to really draw our eye a little bit. So you guys, I hope your year is starting out well. And I can't believe it's February already, but I'm not complaining because that just means we are that much closer to spring. Tell me if you guys are ready for spring. I sure am. I'm going to bring a little bit of yellow into this butterfly because we have some yellow flowers here, and I think that will help to draw it together. So I'm going to incorporate some yellow here. And maybe there's no orange in here. This is a pink. Let's use this pink. We'll draw in from our flowers we have. So you guys, you can use in this art journal so many things. You can draw, you can use stamps, you can use decoupage, whatever it is that you like, you can use. All right. And so that is how that's coming together. Let me turn it around too so that you guys can just kind of see. Isn't that pretty? It's just really simple, but it's really, really pretty. And so now what we're going to do is we are going to, I think I want to add a doily to this part of it. And so I think we are going to add that. I think we're going to put it down here. And so we're just going to take some more of our matte medium and put that down here. Way too much. I love to use doilies. They add such a fun element. And you know, you guys can get a pretty good sized pack of doilies from the Dollar Tree. And so they're just fun to have to add to your, to anything, to your art journal. They're just really, really fun. And what's happening with this is it's just kind of blending and it's picking up the color that's underneath it. So it's almost like it's just going into the background, like all on its own, which I really, really, really love that. And so the next thing that I want to do is I want to add some words to this, and I want to add a little bit of washi tape. And so I just picked some washi tapes that I have. These are Kelly Ray Roberts washi tapes. If you guys have watched my introductory video, you know how much I love Kelly Ray and how me purchasing a print of hers is what really got me started in mixed media. And so there's this washi tape here, and on here it has the word dream. And I just think that fits in really well with our page here. And so I'm just going to use that. I'm going to bring part of it down, give it a little more. So you can use washi tape in here. You can use like rickrack like I did. So many things that you can do. Just little easy things. I think I'm going to pull in this green too, and I'm going to put it at the bottom here with my doily. Yeah. And then that just kind of ties it all together. And so I think for this, that is all we are going to do, because I really need to let this dry before anything else is really done. What I do like to do is I do like to then come back in later with like a black marker, maybe a Posca pen or something like that, and just kind of give it a few more elements. But I like to do that once I know that everything is really, really, really good and dry. You can, you know, write some words on it. You can journal on it once everything's dry. But that is the start of the page. And I think they do tie in together. They're not identical, but they are like companion pages. So, you guys, please tell me in the comments again what you do in your art journal. If you've made this little composition journal and how you are using it, I would love for you guys to share that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you will just sit down and take some time and just play. Just play in an art journal, whatever kind that you have, and just be able to just feel the release and the stresses that you have just kind of float away while you're just immersed in the creativity and the playing. So as always, I appreciate you guys. Love and light to you all, and we'll see you again real soon.